remember going to school on St. Patrick's Day and forgetting to wear green and just being greeted by a bunch of our peers just waiting to pinch us in case we weren't wearing green. Well, that was kind of like a yearly greeting for me, not because I would forget it's St. Patrick's Day or because I forgot to wear green, but because I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. And because of that, I wasn't allowed to recognize or celebrate any holidays such as St. Patrick's Day. So it hit me that even now at this age, I still don't even know why we even celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Today I'll be telling you about the origin of St. Patrick's Day, the misconceptions behind the holiday that have turned into traditions, and the way America has decided to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Like any other holiday, there is a story behind the reason we even celebrate it. Well, let's see. It's St. Patrick's Day. So who is St. Patrick? First, let's state what a saint even is. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it is one of God's chosen and Christian people. So then, who is St. Patrick? Like any saint, there's a story behind the sanctification. According to Cynthia Hatch in the 2008 article in Traces, Magnus Sactus Patricius, better known as Patrick, was born in AD 385 in Roman Britain. At the age of 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders who took him over to what was then part of Ireland to work as a slave. 6 years into slavery, he prayed one night, and that night while asleep, he heard a voice that told him that he would soon be going home to his family. And the next morning, he woke up and traveled 200 miles, it took him weeks, to where a ship was waiting to take him home. After 3 years of a journey of traveling through sea and through desert, he did get home. But throughout this entire time, he prayed day and night. So when he got home, he was no longer the same person he was when he first left at the age of 16. At home, one night, he had asleep, he had another voice tell him that he had to return to Ireland. And the next morning, he knew he did have to return to Ireland. And after years of studying Christianity, he returned to Ireland and there are many tales about how he turned the pagans into Christianity. But when there are pictures of St. Patrick, you'll see that there's snakes at his feet. And one of the tales is that he turned the pagans, or the snakes represent the pagans because the snakes back in that era were considered an evil omen to Christians, and he drove them over a cliff into the sea. So now we know how it was that he even came about. But then you ask yourself, what does that have to do with the color green or even the shamrock? Well, as with all holidays, St. Patrick's Day also comes with many misconceptions. According to Bridget Haggerty, author of the Traditional Irish Wedding and the creator of the Irish Cultures and Customs website, the color green was actually found to be very unlucky to the Irish people because it was the favorite color of what they called the good people, which were Irish fairies that actually would steal people in their sleep, mostly children, if they wore too much of their favorite color, which was green. So in Ireland, they actually didn't find it very lucky to wear green at all. So what does the shamrock have to do with anything? Well, according to Christina Mahoney, as reported in the National Geographic News on March 15, 2004, she says, "A misconception is association of St. Patrick's Day with the color green. The confusion perhaps arises from the phrase, the wearing of green, which is meant to just wear a shamrock. St. Patrick used a three-leaf plant to explain the Trinity of the Christian religion. Color blue is actually the color assigned to St. Patrick. Today, wearing green or not, St. Patrick's Day is widely celebrated by Irish and non-Irish alike. There are many ways Americans have chosen to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. One of the many ways is by dyeing the rivers or fountains or canals the color green. Starting in 1962, the Chicago River was dyed green every year on St. Patrick's Day. According to the Epoch Times, The holiday has become a secular homage to gay-like life with parades, dancing, shamrocks, drinking, and at least one river dyed green. Another big way that Americans celebrate St. Patrick's Day is through parades. New York City is the biggest and well-known parade that is held on St. Patrick's Day. It started in 1762. According to stpatricksdayparade.com, 2 million spectators lined the streets and cheered at the 2006 parade in New York City. Alcohol consumption has also become synonymous with the holiday. According to the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, as reported on Fox News, in the last 5 years, St. Patrick's Day has become the holiday period with the most alcohol-related traffic deaths and the most DWI arrests. The reasons behind the holidays are not always clear to the public that is quick to celebrate with symbols and traditions. When following this tradition, now you will be able to hold with you the origin of the holiday, the misconceptions behind the holiday, and the way in which America celebrates.